I'd like to apologize if the hoarse voice isn't good enough for you tonight. I just got off a 13-hour shift, so I'm doing my best. But I wanted to talk to you guys today because I had something really important that I wanted to discuss. You can't control everything in a game, so don't bother trying. If you've ever felt like the game you love is stressing you out, you are not alone. Thousands of others have found themselves psychologically dependent on a multiplayer game that, by sheer logic, cannot provide you good brain chemicals every single time like you'd hope. In the previous discussion video, we discussed how it's okay to lose in games. You folks even had some very insightful comments, for which I read all of them, by the way. Thank you so much for commenting. This video won't discuss the same topic, of course, but more of a spin-off of it, into a similar conversation piece. Let us first discuss how we too easily let the things we love take a negative hold over our lives. It's a familiar concept to anyone who's ever been in a toxic relationship. Take a moment to dig into your own mind, dear viewer, and imagine this. Visualize it in your head. You've just begun dating somebody that clicks with you eerily well. It starts out so exciting and it feels like you just can't get enough of their presence. You've loved every page you've read in the book of their life so far, and you want to keep reading. You're quickly falling so fast that you only see the good things they do or say. The red flags look greener at first. That attachment becomes infatuation. You ignore the negatives because you're already becoming dependent, but by the time you realize those same negatives are vastly outweighing the aforementioned positives, you're already too invested. The sunk cost fallacy is front and center in your mind. You've given up months of your life, and you're afraid to restart again with a new person. What if the next relationship is worse? What if this is as good as it gets, right? Well, as dystopian as this will sound, I'd like you to change that person you visualized in your head, that partner you imagined in this scenario, into a video game that you used to enjoy a lot more than you do now. League of Legends, CS2, Magic Arena, or Dead by Daylight, whatever flavor of misery suits you in particular. Whether it's the grind of a new ranked season with teammates trolling your games. Maybe in the newest patch, the developers nerfed your favorite character or build. Maybe it's even the community itself, filled with bully squads, toxic people, and folks that call you a slur at the slightest inconvenience. Or maybe the much more common thing I found is that you yourself have changed your perspective on this game you loved so much. You slowly started taking it too seriously, challenging yourself to compete to an unrealistic standard that you've set for yourself, leaving you disappointed in your abilities when it doesn't work out every match. You want to feel like a good player. You've got the hours to prove that you are. So why didn't everything connect this one match, this one playthrough? It just keeps getting worse, less consistent. You start to dread logging on after work, but you find that if you don't log on to that game, your evening fell wasted. You weren't investing more time into the rank grind, into honing your skills, proving your ability to yourselves and others. God forbid you're in a group of people that all play the same game, so-called friends. They're jests and jeers poking at you, messaging you on Discord multiple times to get the fuck on the game because you decided that you just wanted to go to bed early tonight. How dare you, right? And you do. You get out of bed as they requested, and you do question why the fuck you still play this game, and you do lose sleep and regret it the next day, and you will do it again, and again, and again, until you take a step back from the desk and think just a little bit. Let yourself have a breather. Separate yourself from the mouse and the keyboard and just reflect. Place yourself in a room alone. Leave the Discord call and step away from the desk entirely. See how you feel, separating yourself from all that constant stimuli. How that fear and desire of constant competition slowly drifts away. Grab some water or a favorite beverage of your choosing. It's black coffee for me personally, I love this stuff. You're allowed to not play a game, even if it's just for a moment. You don't need to spend every waking moment, quote, on the grind. You could take a night off, doing literally anything else you want to do. And if you're like me, maybe that's hard to do. Maybe you've grown so addicted to the daily grind of your once favorite game that it's second nature to you that once you get home from work and sit down at your desk, you immediately put your headphones on, click the icon on your desktop, and get into a Discord call with some friends. Every single night without fail. But that's just the situation you've stumbled into over time. You can step out of it whenever you want to. You are the arbiter of your own existence and the great controller of your life. If you choose to ignore the jabs of those around you, your friends making fun of you for taking a night off, the game's community shaming those who aren't taking it seriously enough, a digital video game for fuck's sake, you can take some time to yourself and maybe hit the ground running again tomorrow if you feel like it. But this time, if you do play again, it's your choice. You wanted to play League of Legends, or Dead by Daylight, or Final Fantasy XIV, or whatever. It wasn't somebody else's machinations pushing you to that desk. It wasn't some subconscious fear that you'll be weaker at the game next time if you don't get some time in. You logged in with a purpose this time. That's not a failure, my friend. That's a slight shift in perspective. And that little shift in perspective goes a long way to purifying the well after it's been poisoned for so long. If the thing you love is becoming toxic to you, or already is, take a step back for a little bit and reevaluate. Even if you end up going back, you'll probably feel a bit better, and maybe, just maybe, you'll even be better off for doing it in the long run. I know you can do it. Remember, hunters, if you don't believe in yourselves, let me believe in you. I believe in you. Trust me. Thank you for listening today. Sorry for the voice. I'm so tired. Thank you to the members and patrons for making a Cripples Lodge a possibility on the internet. Subscribe for more, and most importantly of all, hunters, stay blessed. Oh, and look out for the Dungeonborne video coming out this week. I'm really excited for it, and I hope you are too.